Tracking the storm on Jason Nappy Weather, and here it is, snow right now. Millinocket heading up into Greenville, Jackman, the Carabasset Valley. That's where it's cold enough for snow, especially the higher elevations. In Bangor, Ellsworth, Bar Harbor, that's where it's all rain, that wind coming in off the Gulf of Maine. So temperatures there are well above freezing. Bowdoin, Brunswick, Harpswell, Windham, Westbrook, Paris. That's where it's going to be all rain until later on tonight and tomorrow. We'll start to turn that wind out of the west and northwest, bring that cooler air. But York, down in the Berwicks, Somersworth, Wells, Kennebunk, it is all rain. Snow up in the western mountains, the higher elevations, the central highlands up in the county, but it's going to be rain south and east of that. And then eventually we'll get some snow to wrap in. I don't expect much for accumulation down east, an inch or two at best, and then the storm pulls away, heads up into the Canadian Maritimes, and that storm is going to become a bit of a traffic jam. I'll talk about that down the road. Snowfall is going to be higher elevation, so the Boundary Plateau, the Longfellows, up in Jackman, Presque Isle, you're on that borderline 2 to 4, 4 to 6, probably more of the 2 to 4. Frenchville 4 to 6, and then the North Woods getting several inches of that heavy wet snow. Rain and mountain snow today, becoming quite windy when that storm pulls east and starts to intensify. Gusts of 45 plus tomorrow, and colder and dry. So the wind's really going to pick up out of the west and northwest. Show you that here in the temps forecast with the wind. We go from 40s and 30s. We're going to drop that temperature with that wind once we get to Thursday and Friday, with the 20s starting to come in, and the wind really intensifies west and northwest. It'll be up for Thursday and Friday, be very gusty. So I do expect some scattered power outages with that wind intensifying. Go with single digits up in Millinocket and the county and Presque Isle. So there's the storm. It's a coastal hugger that pushes inland to the central highlands. And then the next storm gets suppressed to our south. And that's because of the storm in the Maritimes blocking that storm. So we don't get a snowstorm on Monday or Tuesday. And then we stay dry and relatively and seasonably cool for this time of the year. We're in January, so can't complain about temps in the 20s and 30s too much. And then another storm gets suppressed to our south because of, again, that blocking going on to our north. So not a lot of natural snowfall coming here on the mountains 10-day forecast. The good news is for the ski resorts, you can go ahead and make snow starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all the way into next week. So that's the good news. It's also good news for travel outside of the wind the next couple of days, and there'll be some leftover, some icing going on. But outside of that, traveling looks very good because it's going to be so dry. The bad news here is natural snow is not going to accumulate. It's not going to happen at all. We've got major blocking going on the weather highway to our north and east, and that means we're not going to get storms here. So it is going to be 10 days right now. I'm forecasting it to be dry. We go from 40 to 37 to 27 to 22. So it's going to get cold this weekend, seasonably cold and below typical, lows in the mid to low teens. And then next week, there's a slight rebound, but not all that much. Periods of rain and snow, first day of 2025. The snow is north and west. Northwest wind 10 to 20. That's going to really double for tomorrow. Temperatures are going to go from 30s and 40s to be a lot colder tomorrow. Watch the temperature here start to go down considerably. 40 again, once again, you get a west wind, a downsloping wind, but with the wind, it's not going to feel warm at all. It's not going to feel above 10 degrees above typical. Gusting to 45 plus. Will be some mountain snow showers, but it's cloudy and it's windy, and it's going to be a lot chillier because of lack of sun and the wind. For the mariners, gale warning is up. Seas are between 5 to 7 feet down east, 5 to 6 feet for the mid-coast, 4 to 5 southern coast. We'll have that gale warning up. I expect at least today, probably again tomorrow with that wind really gusty out of the west. Thank you for watching Jason Nappy Weather.